Hello everybody, Kirk here with Space Pickle Designs, and today I have the Softlex Company's monthly design kit, and this one is called Beltane Festival. So I don't know what's inside yet, but it looks like a lovely combination of summery colors from the outside of it. And if you've never gotten one of these are like $34.99 and they include everything you need minus tools to make a couple pieces of jewelry. And this one was sent by our friends at Softlex. So thank you so much, Softlex, for sending this our way so that we can enjoy it and unbox it and then do some tutorials with it. If you don't know about Softlex, they are just such a lovely business out of California. And they make a lot of products that I just love and use every single day, to include their bead wire. Okay, I think we've all seen this kind of thing right here, but did you know they also have head pins, other jewelry findings, and a nice little selection of beads there. So if you'd like to see what's in this design kit, then just keep on watching. First up is our Softlex Bone .019 medium beading wire, and I love this color. It's like a neutral, but it's lighter than a lot of the other ones that we have. Instead of like silver or gold, you have this like nice matte finish bone color, and I think I'm actually out of this. If not, I'm running very low, so I'm always happy to see these neutral colors included in the kits. Next up, we have 2x2mm gold-filled crimp tubes, and you get 20 of them. I love these so much. They're so easy to work with, and I will never go back to those cheap crimp tubes that you can buy at the craft stores. I love that they provide some findings. So we have a set of gold-plated ear wires with ball, and I love these. I have a whole bunch in my stash already. We also have a 12mm gold-plated lobster claw clasp. So perfect for necklace or bracelet. Look at these little guys. These are called Sweet Petite Bows in Gold, and you get 2 of those. I wonder if the festival incorporates ribbons or bows in there. Maybe this could be an ode to that theme. We have 4 of these simple cut check bead in a 12x11mm size in olive green. I have a whole strand of these in my stash, so I love them so much. They're just a nice big chunky bead, but in a little bit of a different cut, as you can see on those like double facets. I believe this is the 9mm transparent colors dot lampwork bead, and look how sweet those are. They're so playful, and you get 2 of them. These are super precious. This is the yellow ceramic flower bead, and they have a pretty big hole, as a lot of ceramic beads do, but they are just so cute, and I'm just loving seeing these warmer weather type themes in our bead boxes, because I was not feeling winter this year for some reason. We also have a strand of 3mm check glass yellow fire polish beads, so this is a true opaque yellow, very bright. Here it is with those flower beads. As you can see, it's just a little bit different, but it's still in that same color family, so that you could definitely use them together. Get a very large strand of these check glass Siam transparent 2-hole tile beads. And look at these. Yeah, you got 2 holes in these guys. We have to do some bead weaving. So excited. It's almost enough to go around a wrist. Maybe we'll put like, we'll make a bracelet with these with like a focal bead or something like that. What do you think? Before I forget, this guy slipped out. So we have another one of these dotted beads, these lampwork beads. So I have a clear one, a purple one, and a blue one. Next, I think this is my favorite bead out of the whole bag. This is a robin's egg and crystal pillow bead, and look how many you get. This really gives me like a vintage check glass vibe. I'm so glad that these, I don't know if these are vintage or not, but this colorway is kind of coming back. I love it. Then you get a big handful of these chunky transparent orange squares. These are check glass, and these are definitely an orange. They are not a topaz. They are definitely more orange than topaz, but I like both colors. As you can see here, that's more true to color. What do you think about these? I think these are going to be a little divisive. I think for some reason people just don't like orange beads, and I can't relate because I love orange beads. All right, lastly, we have the Jesse James custom bead mix, and this is the Beltane Festival bead mix. And this did come taped, but I did cut it so that we are ready to go. Here, look at all these beads. So let me go ahead and sort these, and I'll be right back. So, first thoughts here. In my opinion, this is one of the better Jesse James bead mixes I've seen in a while. So let's go through some of the findings. At first, we have a lot of different spacers. We have some bead caps. We have some filigrees. And we have some larger hole metallics in here as well. So that gives us a lot of options. Then we have a bunch of these rhinestone beads. They're very, very sparkly, very pretty. Right? Then we have these stunning yellow leaning crystal AB cubes. Look at those guys. Those are some stunners. And then we have a bunch of these blue opal, like a Pacific opal kind of blue cube. We have these like velvety rounds. We have some faceted, it looks like a gemstone. It's maybe like a mimic a gemstone bead here, but it's in a very dark teal. We also have these coin crystals. We have some magenta roses, and these are one hole. Or actually, yeah, they're one hole. And then we have some lucite flowers that we could also use as bead caps. We have some more of the peachy ones here. Those could really be some really cool earrings. And then we got another bellflower here, just in a pressed glass looking shape, and that's more of a magenta color as well. We've got some really shiny, look at those squares. Oh my goodness. We have some interesting, like really bright yellow rice beads with a metallic edging. And we have some of these blue drops. We have 4 in total. I just picked up 3. And then I think I missed these rondelles here. We get a nice little selection of those as well. So there's lots of beads here, but you know what we have to do? Gotta mix it all up. Put it back as it should be. Okay, so I want to make a pair of earrings here, and look at this little guy. It's so cute. Lots of stacked metals here. And so I'm just going to make my life easier this time. I did it a little backwards before, but I'm just going to take a head pin and take one of the crystals from the Jesse James bead mix. And I'm just using my pliers to bend this 90 degrees because I don't want to crack the top of the crystal, which I've done so many times. And I'm going to hold that head pin in place from the bottom so I'm not putting pressure on my crystal. Okay. I'm just going to make a simple loop, making sure not to put any pressure on the top of that crystal. Okay. I'm going to take about, this is about 3 inches. You're not going to need that much. I just have it. And I'm going to make a simple loop. And to make my life easier, I'm going to go ahead and attach my dangle and put that shut. So from here, I'm going to do a stack. So I have one of these peachy flowers. Okay. Then I have, I believe, a filigree. So let me get one of those out. As you can see, there's lots of holes in there, but just make sure that you're going through that middle hole in the filigree or it won't lay correctly. Press that down over top of the flower. So cute. Then I'm going to put a bead cap on top just to kind of flatten that out. So we have one of those 4-pointed bead caps. And then I have a larger spacer, the large hole spacers. And then in order to stabilize that, I am going to put one of these like satin finish rounds, almost like a pearl. So I know you're going to be so super surprised, but I'm actually going to do a wrapped loop on this. So I just take the very tip of my pliers bend it down, make a super small loop. Okay, this is what we got. And I like to hold my pliers like this and just wrap it by hand. Since I have a lot of extra wire, there's a lot of leverage there. And I can probably wrap this around just one more and then cut. So this is the back of my earring where I cut. And now on the front, I'm just gonna add an ear wire. And close it shut. Look at these little guys. So cute. So just feminine, dangly, very like rich colors here. I like the kind of how the peach kind of turns into this neutral with these brighter colors, and I just like the movement on them. All right, so we've already made a pair of earrings just to get, you know, get started with this design kit. I love those. And as you can see, that didn't even make a dent in our beads whatsoever. So we've still got so much to play with, y'all. We still have a whole spool of soft flex. And what you're not even seeing is the crimp tubes, because I already put them in my stash, as you can see here. So this is a very interesting kit. I love the color combination. Let me know down in the comments below what bead out of this whole kit is your favorite. Mine are definitely these puffed coin looking beads with the very, like the sky blue crystal mix. I love those so much, but there's a lot to love here. So anyways, I hope you enjoyed my unboxing and impromptu design on the fly with those earrings. And I hope you're staying safe and well. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.